Hey everyone, in this video we're talking about Apple Watches, specifically this one. I've been using it for 1 year. It's third series Apple Watch and I bought it in May of 2019. I want to cover 7 main features that I use pretty much every single day. However, the features will apply to any Apple Watch that you have because from what I've seen, for example, the differences between third and fifth series Apple Watches is really minimal. So let's start with the first feature being payments via Apple Pay. I cannot tell you how convenient that is. First, I thought that paying via phone would be convenient, but Apple Watch just, takes it to a whole nother level. Just 2 presses of a button and you can choose between any cards and pay. And to be honest, this is probably the feature that I've been using the most. I actually don't remember the last time I didn't use Apple Watch and I used my cards instead. They've been sitting just in my pocket for the past year. The second feature is notifications, and there are 2 different aspects here. The first one is a quick look. This is basically when you can just lift your wrist and take a look at the notification that just came in. And I really like this because you don't actually need to find your phone, get your phone, open your phone. It's just way more convenient to glance at it because the screen turns on automatically once you pull up your wrist. And if it's something not important, you just you carry on with your day. You don't need to put your phone away. You don't need to turn anything off. It's very convenient to take a quick look at what's happening. Second aspect is dismissing or deleting certain types of notifications. So I am not the person who likes to have a cluttered control center, like notification center on my phone. I always dismiss and I always get rid of any notifications that come on my way. I don't want to get them. I want to get them as little as possible. And you probably know some people, you might be one of them, but who, if you open their notification center on their iPhone, they literally have every single notification from every single app and they did not dismiss anything. For me, that sounds like a disaster. I want to have a clean phone. I don't want anything sort of bugging me. And before Apple Watch, I just used to pick up my phone and of course, just dismissing or deleting or doing something with them. But with Apple Watch, it got more convenient and more organic. So dismissing a notification is just as easy as swiping down and that's it. And it also removes it from your phone. So whenever you pick your phone, you don't have that. And I did not think this would make such a big impact, but management of notifications is way easier with Apple Watch. And then another thing is that you can delete, especially emails. We probably all of us get a lot of emails, newsletters, junk or important emails. It's definitely incorporated into our lives. But sometimes you are getting emails that you don't want to. And you still have to go through them, check them, and it's annoying. But on Apple Watch, I can literally in 2 seconds delete the email if I know I'm not going to read it, I'm not interested, and it's something I don't care about. That leaves my phone, again, very cluster free with no notifications that I actually don't need. If I see something important, I just leave it at that, and when I check my phone, I'll check that email. Third feature is related to fitness. So I use an app called Fitbod, and I actually made an extensive review of that app. So probably somewhere here you'll see a pop-up sign. You can check out that video. But before Apple Watch, what I used to do is I use that app and I used to input everything on my phone. So that app has things like sets and reps and rest timer, and you kind of need to interact with the app quite often when you're at the gym. It was not very convenient, but I kind of got through it somehow. There was no other way back then I didn't know any other way to do it. Once I got my Apple Watch, I saw that they also offer an Apple Watch version of that app. And now my workouts became so much more convenient because I don't want to have my phone, looking at my phone every single time I finish a set or a rep. It's very distracting. So now I can actually input everything on my Apple Watch, which makes the whole workout experience just way more pleasant. Fourth feature is Apple activity rings, or I think they're called like that. So basically, this is something that Apple advertised since like the beginning of Apple Watches, and I didn't buy Apple Watch for Apple activity rings. They were just there as a kind of a stock feature. However, after 1 year, I really got used to them, and now I really love them. Basically, they have like 3 rings. One is like it tracks your active calories. Another green ring, it tracks your activity minutes, or sort of how active you are during the day. And then the blue one is your stand time, so how many times you stand per day. And I'm using this, or I'm paying more attention to this than I actually thought I would. It's really nice because these activity rings really make you move a lot more than I would otherwise. And I really appreciate that. You get notifications like you almost closed your calories for the day, but you still need like a 15 minutes walk to, complete that ring. And it's very motivating. It really makes you kind of very active and aware of how many calories you spend, how much active are you during the day. It's a very passive thing because you don't really need to kind of monitor or set any settings. It's really automated and it's just there, and it reminds you whenever it needs you. It doesn't annoy you, so it's not something that you get too many notifications or too many steps. It's very small and simple. And besides that, they also offer like these trophies and rewards, which, it's silly, but I actually, every month I get some kind of a challenge. I need to do a specific things of tasks, and I actually try to do them. So a technology which actually encourages me to move and work out and stay healthy, I'm all in. The fifth feature is checking weather. Pretty simple, but again, Apple Watch makes it way more faster and way more convenient than actually finding your phone, unlocking your phone, opening the app. It takes a lot more steps to check the weather on your phone than just to glance at your wrist. I'm preparing to go out somewhere and I need to know what the temperature is. A quick 2-second glance and I know if I need to take a coat or not. That's it. Again, nothing to switch on, nothing to switch off. And I found myself doing that pretty much every day. And the sixth feature is controlling your audio. I'm a big Spotify fan, so I listen to music and podcasts on that. To be honest, actually, I have a video made about Spotify, so if you're interested, the link is gonna be here or in the description. I'll definitely link it, so if you're interested, you can check that out. But basically, I love podcasts, I love music, I have my AirPods, and I'm always on the go. I need to have something in my ears and listening. But changing like volume, changing controls, that's always been very inconvenient, especially if you're riding a bicycle, if you're riding a scooter, or if you're just driving in your car, or taking your phone out. Again, too many steps to do a very simple things. Just glancing at my wrist, making the volume go up or down, switching the song real quick, or pausing the song. I've been using that every single time, and probably it would be very inconvenient if I would lose this particular feature. Okay, last one, seventh feature. And you probably tried to guess it, because I think you wouldn't. Whatever you think now the seventh feature is, it's not that. Because it's taking pictures. I haven't seen anyone using or talking about it, but I found this amazingly convenient as well. So basically, I do have a lot of tripods, and sometimes when me and my girlfriend, we travel, we want to take some pictures, right? However, there is a limit to how many selfies you can take, and it's always from the same angle, it's always the same length. Sometimes you want a little bit more background, or you want to be a little further away from the camera, and with a phone, it's not really possible. However, if you do have a tripod, or even like a small one, you can set it aside and then use Apple Watch native camera function and take a photo that way. I usually set it to like 3 or like 10 seconds. I press my Apple Watch and then just wait. Basically smile at the camera, and that's it. And it takes a picture. So this remote control where I can actually see and position myself in the right way and then take a picture has been very good. I didn't even know about this feature while getting Apple Watch, and I kind of found out it a bit like way later, just randomly experimenting. But with this one, I actually took a lot of really nice photos. And that's it. That's all of the features, which you probably already guessed I absolutely love, and I cannot imagine not using those. They became really big part of my routine, of my day-to-day life. And one thing that I really like is that Apple Watch actually made me use my phone less. I'm picking up my phone a lot less, and I'm interacting with sort of big screens a lot less. I think that's a kind of a hidden thing about Apple Watch. It is, a wearable technology, and the screen is small, and it only gives you what you need for those few seconds, and then it's gone and you can carry on with your day. I think it's a very important factor. I don't want to be into technologies all the time, and phone is something that can get in a way of your day-to-day. And I've found myself a lot of times where you want to switch a song, but you're driving a car, so you need and you have your AirPods in, but then you have to take your phone out from your pocket. Very inconvenient, and convenience factor is a very big one for me. So yes, Apple Watch is definitely worth it, at least personally for me. If any of these features seem relatable to you and you kind of see yourself using, definitely take a look at Apple Watch. And I do have a third series watch, and to be honest, it does the job perfectly for me. As far as I looked in, the newest Apple Watch, I think it's a 5th series. It doesn't really have anything extra that I really need. All of those same features can be done on a 1st series. So if you want to save yourself, I think it's around like $200 difference. So if you want to save $200 and you're thinking about Apple Watch, definitely consider getting the 3rd series. It's as good as as the new one. I don't feel that I'm missing out, and I don't have any intentions of switching anytime soon. So that's it from me. However, I would like to hear from you. So if you have an Apple Watch and if you've been using it for quite some time, let me know what kind of features that you cannot live without. What are your top 5, top 7 features? Because I may be able to find something new that I haven't with Apple Watch. I mean, it has a dozen different functions, and for example, the camera thing, I only found out about it like half a year ago. So if you have any features, any suggestions that you are personally using, definitely let me know in the comments below. And but that's it for me. So until next time, take care.